Welcome back, everyone, to the IBJJF podcast. My guest is Eduardo Dudu Granzotto. Eduardo is a world, pan, and European champion in the color belts. He's a new black belt, and he's got a really exciting super fight coming up on Friday, September 1st at the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix. Eduardo, how you doing?
It's really good to be with you today.
Yeah, really excited to have you. A lot to talk about. Let's start with a little bit about your origin in jiu-jitsu. I don't think a lot of people know how you originally got started, so why don't you tell us that story?
Yeah, I started. I live in Cantagalo before I move out to United States. I live in Cantagalo, is a favela from Rio de Janeiro. I came from there. I started jiu-jitsu from a project, project in the Cantagalo favela. I started with Professor Rico Vieira and Douglas Rufino there. I was, I think, 7 years old. So being a long time, I'm doing jiu-jitsu. It's like 14 years. You know, so it's a long road.
Yeah, I think a lot of really accomplished competitors start in social projects. So were there any other
Yeah,
competitors that people might know about that you started training with?
yeah, man. So I think Jansen started like 1 year and a half, 1 year before me. His brother starting first because he's older, Jonathan. We all start on the same place. We always growing up together. I have a lot of friends still since we start the jiu-jitsu. I have a lot of friends the still training in the same place. The CheckMat social project, and then we just keep training, keep moving forward. Learning a lot of stuff. Now we live in United States, and the jiu-jitsu like give us opportunity to live in a good country. Live in United States now, training, teaching as well, living, just live with what we love. Training and all this stuff.
So you brought up Jansen. You started training with him from a young age. He just had an incredible moment at the 2023 Worlds. What did it mean to you to watch Jansen win that world title, and how inspiring was that to you to see such a close friend accomplish such a big goal?
Yeah, man. Just like I said, we start almost together in a social project in Cantagalo, favela Cantagalo. Man, we're really happy. I think we're happier than him. Me, his brother, his dad. We still talking about the world championship every day. We're making jokes in the dinner. When we're making the dinner, we say, "No, man, go rest. We're gonna get the your plate for you. You're a world champion, so you deserve everything. You did good." So man, we always making joke. So we still happy. He just reached the main goal, for everybody, be the black belt world champion. And yeah, I think for sure it's much more to come because he deserves everything he's leaving right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you made a
Yeah.
big transition from Brazil coming to the US. You talked about that. Some of your teammates and yourself came to Southern California. You guys are training and competing there now. Do you remember the first time you came to the US and what that was like?
Yeah, man. The first time I came, I was only a juvenile. I was really young. Was my first year. Before I came, I compete. I fought Europeans, and
Yeah.
then I won. And then the plan was already on my head, but after Europeans, I just like no, I have to go. I came to Worlds, juvenile Worlds, my first Worlds, and then I did great. I won, and then Lucas later said, "No, you're not gonna go back right now. You're gonna stay with us for 6 months." I said, "Damn, man, how am I gonna live like this long time, far off my family or far off my mom? I don't know if I can do it. I was kind of scared because it was my first time being like so long, far away from my family. But the experience was good. I spent like 6 months, and then I come back to Brazil. I compete. I did some competitions, and then the next year I come back again for my second year as a juvenile, and then I spend more 6 months. And then on my third time, I just move out to United States. I'm living right here right now since today, until today. And then yeah, it's like it's different feel, being far away from the family.
Yeah.
But I'm working on my job, you know. I'm doing what I love. Sometimes we have to uh, make decisions, you know. It doesn't matter how do I can say that, how much you gonna, how much you it really matter how much you want, you know. Like you have to
Sacrifice.
decide. Yes, this sacrifice, you have to sacrifice, be close to your family to have a good future, you know. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, be close to your friends, then, you know, since you're a kid, to like have a good future as well, you know. So that's the sacrifice sometimes all of us has to decide, has to do to get to have a good future, you know. Yeah, and it's pretty much that.
So you're training with a great coach in Brazil. Obviously, you have Lucas in Southern California, who's an incredible coach. You also have a lot of really high level black belts in California. So how is the training different from the US, from Brazil?
I think the training Brazil is still really good. You know, we have just like you said, we have a really good coach in Brazil as well. Just like you said, man, all the black belts. You know, we have the Jansen. Jansen is living here right now. We have his brother. We have Luna's brothers. We have the Nagai's brothers as well. Have Matheus Gabriel. You know, we have a lot of huge competitors. Also, Tata. If I be like saying the names, like will be the whole day. So yeah, man, it's like the level is different for the black belts. You know, the level is really different. We have Lucas, we have Leo. You know, they're all super good coach. You know, the I think the for the black belts level here in California is really is much more harder than Brazil, because the level here from the competitors here is not the same in Brazil. It's really different. It's really different.
So I mentioned in the intro that you've won the Europeans, you won the Pans, and the Worlds in the colored
Yeah.
belts. You've won all the major tournaments. Do you have a favorite tournament performance or a tournament title that you've won so far?
Honestly, I think my best performance in the color belts in the biggest tournament, I think, was the the Europeans from the beginning of this year. Yes, I did like four matches, and then I was able to submit three. One by points, but man, it was super great. I can't since Europeans, I can tell, man, I can tell I'm getting ready for the black belt, you know. I had a super good, like, I was able to understand what I'm doing in the matches, you know. I was able to stop and think about my decisions between the match, you know. And that's why I think was the best performance I had in the tournaments, the biggest tournaments.
Yeah, it was an amazing performance. You won the featherweight division. You also had a great match in the open class with the lightweight champion that went to ref's
Yes,
decision.
yes,
That
yes.
was an amazing fight
Yeah.
too.
That was amazing. That was. I want to fight him again. You know, I'm gonna tell you a funny thing. Right after my weight class, I signed up for the open class because I was skating with my friends. Man, I'm gonna go for the open class. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna go. And then right after I signed up, we went out the gymnasium to eat. You know, I eat. Man, I eat a lot of pasta. You know, French man, a lot of pasta. And then I said, man, I'm super full. I'm heavy right now. I can't go, you know. And then I was fighting with him. I was fighting and said, man, I'm gonna throw up. I'm super full. I can't even move. But no, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. You know. I was talking to myself in my mind and say, man, I cannot do this no more. I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw up. I say, no, man, keep it going. Keep it going. That's funny. That's funny.
That's funny. Well, that was a great fight. You've had some other great performances this year as well. And all
Yeah.
those great results led you to your black belt. So why don't you talk about your black belt promotion and how that went down?
Yeah, man. I'm super happy to reach my goal. My goal since I'm a kid to be a black belt. You know. Yeah, it was super funny. I had my first professor. So for my was really good. I had my first professor here. He came from Europe to watch us competing in the woods. Was Ricardo here. Also was Jansens' dad. He teach me since I'm a kid. Antonio Carlos. They all was here. Also my friends. Then I used to train in Brazil. They came to Worlds. So it was really special. It was really special for me. It was really special moment. It's always special when you get new belts. But to be a black belt is like different. It's really different. I hope everybody can feel this great moment.
We're going to jump right into the fire of black belt. You got a super fight coming up, the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix. It's going to be part of Jiu-Jitsu Con on Friday, September 1st. You're going to be taking on Cole Abate. So can you talk about your thoughts on Cole as an opponent and just what it means to you to be a part of another one of these events?
Yeah, man. It's super great to be in the show again. I fought as a brown belt against Zach from the same team as Cole
Yeah.
in the last year. Yeah, just like I said, man. I don't care. I don't really care about the weight. I'm usually I been like feather, like natural feather. But I'm taking this challenge to be. I'm taking this challenge to fight a lightweight for my first time ever. But I don't care, man. I just care about the who I'm going against. I'm going against Cole, man. If I can tell it's gonna be a really good match, I'm going for this. I don't care about the way. I just go. You know what I mean? Cole's a super really guy. A really good competitor. You know, we don't have to. I don't have to say nothing for him. People can see. He won. He win. He win pants. He win euros. He took the win in worlds this year. He just become a black belt as well. So yeah, new in the black belts. I think it's gonna be a really really fire match.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people, like you said, who can look at his results and surmise that
Yeah.
he's a really good competitor. But as a high level black belt, when you look at his game, what impresses you about him from a technical perspective?
Man, all the skills, like I do have as well. The skills is really important. He can play top bottle just like me. I can play top bottle as well. I've been studying him since we became brown belts as well. He was always a way on top of mine, but I stood everybody. Then can be my potential mat one day. And then I stood him. I can tell he just like I said, he has a really good game on top and bottom. And then this to you have this, you have to really work hard, because sometimes you can see a good competitor, but he just good at a bottom. He just good at having only one like. And I can tell he has like a lot of skills from the bottom, a lot of skills from the top, and I do have as well this. So it's gonna be a really fire match.
Yeah, it's
You
going to be
know.
incredible. It's going to be both your black belt debuts, which is awesome, at a huge event. And like you said, you took part in the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix last year as a brown belt. So what do you think makes these events special, and what does it mean to you to be part of it for the second time?
Man, I'm super happy to be in the show one more time. Yeah, it's always super fun to fight in the biggest tournaments. Especially for the get invited to fight for the Grand Prix IBJJF. I'm working in the right way. Because if they like to the way I fight, always forward is that means everything for me. I'm always go forward. I'm always looking for submission. Always looking for do my game. Never being like I can win. I can take the win in the tournament, but I just like I make all the strategies. I stuck my opponent. I did uh, like I stuck the fight. I did a bad fight, but I won. That's not the thing I want to do. Every time I step on the mats, I like to like show my jiu-jitsu. I like to show my jiu-jitsu for the people. I like to make a show for people who watching. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
looking for. Yes.
So I know you have a lot of goals at black belt beyond just the super fight. Of course, the super fight right now is your focus.
Yeah,
But what are your goals as a black belt long term?
you know, man, for the black belt, my main goal is for sure be a world champion. You know, I'm since right now, since I'm a color belt, I've been working a lot, like improving every time, every day, learning some stuff's different. So I like getting the different level. You know, every day trying to push harder, push myself harder. No matter if I'm tired, no matter if I wake up and just want to stay in the bed. You know, yeah, always trying to push myself to to improve, to get ready in the to be a world champion. No, that's my main goal. That's my main goal since a color belt.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. Anything else you wanted to say before we wrap this up?
Thank you, Danny. I just want to say thank you very much for you for the interview. Thank you very much for the federation, IBJJF, for the invited for the Grand Prix. You know, and guys, you guys can expect everything, man. The show is coming in a couple weeks. We're gonna be battle. We're gonna be in battle. Let's go.
Definitely do not miss it. You have the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix. You also have super fights, one of which is Eduardo Dudu Granzotto versus Cole Abate. You guys can't miss it. It's going to be on Friday, September 1st. You can watch it exclusively on Flow Grappling. Thank you again, Eduardo. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Take
Thank you
care.
very much. We see you guys soon.